Elk Grove Unified students, families, and staff. I'm Santhi Pinkerton.
And I'm Sandeep Dosanjh, and welcome to another episode of EGU News.
Yes. So here's the main headlines for today and for today's episode. Basically, we're going to talk about the first day of distance learning for our secondary schools, how to go, and then what to expect next moving forward, and something to not forget about, which is our online incident reporting tool. And then last but not least, just getting prepared for elementary school distance learning and lots of resources.
Yeah, and we're often rolling on distance learning for our secondary students, like you just mentioned. To date, more than 40% of our secondary school students have checked out a Chromebook. And looking forward to next week, over 50% of our elementary school students have checked out a Chromebook.
That's wonderful. So as we continue to resolve any kind of challenges, schools and district staff are in communication with their families. And there's so many positive stories that we're hearing, and I think there's some that were shared this morning in a principals meeting.
Yeah, and I actually received an email from my nephew's elementary school teacher. So even elementary school students are getting some correspondences from their principals and teachers as well this week. So in a brief check-in conference with middle and high school principals, engagement with families and students has been positive. Reports of Zoom back to school nights, successful check-ins with students, handwritten notes from teachers to students, several exuberant middle schoolers responding with loud woo-hoos. Happy to be back with their teachers online, and they describe the overall cheerful sentiment and illustrate how important education and school is in the life of a child.
Absolutely, so important. And I just imagine hearing those woohoo and getting back to school, especially but online. And that's got to be what's so fun and different about this. So that's really cool. Well, here's a fun video, Sandeep, that we found produced by students from Florence Markhofer Elementary School that kind of shows how students and their families are now setting their own bell schedules with distance learning. Let's take a look.
Yay, morning cartoon! Gotta check in. Oh, now I need to go to Google Classrooms. Give time and snack time! Oh, I need to do math. Lunch time! Oh, I gotta go do science. Oh, I need to read.
Fun video. I love the different sounding bells that they threw in there. And I think I still remember what my bell sounds like. And, I went to Pleasant Grove Elementary School, and they had two different bells. They had the old school bell still, and then they had a more modern at the time bell, because, it's one of the oldest schools within.
Right. My school back in the day, nothing fancy, nothing like Monterey Trail, where you hear the horses.
Yeah, that was creative.
Exactly. Well, all right, parents, we want you to check out today's daily update email for a list of links of resources that students and parents may use for distance learning. But moving forward, district and school staff are working together on several task forces to address the following: awards and recognitions, elementary and middle school promotions, high school graduations, extended learning and or summer school, and then 7th and 9th grade jumpstart programs, and then a variety of other student support measures.
And I know a lot of people are waiting to hear about graduations and promotions, so stay tuned for that. As we move to learning in this new environment, an important part of Elk Grove Unified culture has been helping others, and that safety of our students and staff is a top priority. We tell our students and staff, if you see something or know something, to say something. And we want all parents and students to remember that. We continue to monitor our online incident reporting system that is available on every school's website.
It's so important, and I'm glad we brought that up again. And it's something I know I've heard principals out there reiterating that and making sure that everybody knows we're still watching. And that's the other part that's really important about those morning check-ins with students. We just want to know that they're okay, that they've got what they need, they're able to access the information, and we're moving forward. So yes, absolutely, very important stuff. So lastly, to prepare for elementary school distance learning, there are a few helpful reading and math videos. These are just some examples that are linked in today's letter, filmed by some of our teachers, that we think can at least give parents an understanding of what younger students are going to be learning when they're learning to read and when they're learning how to do math. Those kinds of things, what teachers work with them on. So I think it'll be helpful for parents to really get to see that.
So remember that letting students know that mistakes happen can make learning fun and encourage problem solving and helps build their confidence through distance learning.
Absolutely, Sandeep. And those mistakes, I'm still learning my Italian and I make mistakes all the time. And, when it's fun though, and I get to laugh with friends about it, I grow, and I'm so encouraged to just keep learning more. So making mistakes.
Yeah, just this afternoon, my nephew was asking me questions about some language arts, and I had to go into teacher mode, and everyone has to do their part during the school closures, and I had to read the directions myself a few times to understand exactly what the prompt was. So we're all in it together.
That's so cool. All right, so let's shift over to what's going on out and around us, the county and state update.
Yeah, Azanthi, as of today, April 16th, according to the Sacramento County Department of Public Health, the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in the county is now at 879.
Well, and I guess by age group, the confirmed COVID cases are as follows. In ages 0 to 17, there are 11. Ages 18 to 49, there are 388. In ages 50 through 64, there are 217. And in ages 65 and over, there are 263. So today, 32 individuals have now, unfortunately, died from complications of COVID-19, and they were either 65 and over or had underlying health conditions.
That's right, Zanthi. And it's a marginal increase in each of the categories since yesterday. So that's a little glimmer of hope. And we are now more than a week since the Sacramento County Public Health extended the order that states that all residents continue to stay home, and extended the terms of the order to increase social distancing and reduce person-to-person contact to further slow the transmission of COVID-19.
That's right. And you know what, Sandeep? Remember yesterday we were talking about all of the donations that were made by the mask face, I forget the name of them. Lovers there, that group that donated 1,000 masks, and then there was another group, Tyson donated another group, and I got my own mask. I'm here in the office, and one of the things when slowly but surely, as some of us come back into the office, we are making sure that employees have the masks and that they remember all the proper hygiene of washing your hands.
20 seconds.
Exactly. Covering a cough with your elbow, the high five sign. So many things that are still important that we need to remember, and exactly what you were talking about keeping social distance and staying on that. So the other thing that we wanted to make sure that people remembered is that many people are not registering for appointments for the mobile testing site. This is the one out at Cal Expo. So if you're interested in getting tested, you need to register at projectbaseline.com. And then also remember that walk-ins are not allowed, and there's no medical care on site where the testing is.
And Zanthi, just a quick update from the state that there are now 24,424 total cases of COVID-19 with 821 deaths. Hey, Zanthi, remember yesterday I told you about the SIVA Awards?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but I do plan on watching it online. I don't get cable service where I live, so no Comcast, but I will be hopping online instead of going on to Comcast Channel 15. And I will be hopping online at secctv.org to see how many of our Elk Grove Unified students will be walking away with a SIVA award. And did you know, Zanthi, this week they're actually announcing the finalists in each category. So I know that yesterday was in the news category. So, and we have a lot of schools that produce daily newscasts. So exciting stuff. I know that we've had tons of submissions, so it would be great to see how many will walk away. I encourage everyone to hop on and take a look and be part of the crowd.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, Sandeep, before we close out, there was one video I was watching yesterday, and hope we can incorporate it tomorrow or next week. And it was one student put together on how to make a video film, or how to edit a video on your phone. And I was like, okay, I kind of know how to do that, but let me watch. And so I was watching it, and then I'm like, whoa, wait a second. He started showing how to do the green screen on the phone as well, and how you can overlay images and things like that. I'm like, oh, that is so cool. So I can't wait to watch that one again. And that's one of our finalists as well.
Yeah, well, with all this Zoom technology, they have like backdrops that you could put in, but it's all about the lighting. If you don't have good lighting, then it won't be even, and then it'll be shadowy, like it is sometimes when the morning newscasts deliver the weather and the traffic report. So we gotta, keeping lighting on top of mind when we're doing the green screen.
Exactly. Thank you. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us tonight or today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and that's it for today's edition of EGU News. Make sure to subscribe to us at youtube.com/Elk Grove Unified. I'm Santhi Pinkerton.
And I'm Sandeep Dosanjh, and we'll see you next time.